Bad Sisters Season 3, and a different way to continue the dark comedy, gets a detailed response from co-creator and star Sharon Horgan. Based on the Irish series Clan, the Apple TV Plus original recently closed out its second installment with a tragic death that nonetheless allowed for a sense of closure for the story that the series had been working to tell for 18 episodes. Horgan, who plays Eva Garvey, previously struck a doubtful tone when asked about Bad Sisters Season 3. But she sounds more optimistic about heading in a new direction for the story. In recent comments to Bustle, Horgan was asked about a continuation or spin-off that would focus on Blanade Blah Williams, says Quinn, the daughter of Grace and John Paul, who is now an orphan. Horgan, who created the Apple TV Plus show with Dave Finkel and Brett Baer, confessed that was the one path forward she was considering while editing Season 2. In the quote below, Horgan explains why the future may not be so bad for Blanade. What Horgan's latest comments mean for Bad Sisters. It'd avoid the problem that Horgan has talked about in the past. The cast of Bad Sisters sitting together in a pub. Horgan has sounded somewhat uncertain about continuing beyond Season 2 because it might strain believability to put the Garvey sisters in another situation, where they are dealing with a death. Horgan has said in part, "You've got to really believe it could happen to these women again." Both installments of the adaptation work because they build on what was established by the Bad Sisters Season 1 ending. It's, at least in part, a commentary about the cycle of abuse, even though Horgan also floated the possibility of taking an anthology approach, like HBO's The White Lotus. A continuation focused on Blanade would offer worthwhile commentary about how the orphan lives and whether she'd be able to break free of the tragedies that befell her mother. There may be something worth exploring there, albeit there are other factors to consider. Our take on Bad Sisters' future. It may be best as a two-season story. Fans will miss out on the cast of Bad Sisters, which also includes Anne-Marie Duff, Eva Beerthistle, Sarah Green, and Eve Hewson. The determining factors will be viewership and how the writing team wants to proceed. Determining both factors is unclear since Apple does not share viewership data. This spin-off idea could keep the series going. Horgan may be right, though, that her dark comedy works best as a two-season run of one of Apple TV Plus's best shows.